let's stop here and talk about kind of that comparison back to, the late 70s, early 80s.
Hmm.
And from a productivity perspective and kind of wage increase,
Hmm.
I think a lot of people argue we don't have that kind of momentum going into this cycle. So, especially, where we are today, a lot of people argue that we actually have never recovered from the GFC in terms of full employment. You can just see there's like 2 million men missing from the workforce that have never come back. And so, we were going up in terms of our GDP, and it's
Yep.
just, it does not look the same since the GFC. So, in your opinion, I
Hmm.
think, we saw in 21 that wages, we all thought we were about to get rich, wages were, it seemed like finally,
Hmm.
wages after just kind of being stagnant for so long
Hmm.
were going to increase. But what we've now seen is that's all petering out. There might be
Hmm.
some very small wins, for the pilots last year,
Right.
et cetera. But, with the AI headwinds, from
Hmm.
your perspective, what do you think? Because when we look at kind of that affordability index
Hmm.
right now,
Yep.
what do you think is going to change to actually get us back on our feet so that people
Yeah.
could afford the prices that are out there now?
Yeah. Affordability is the right metric. I think a lot of folks talk income and price, but then they obviously miss interest rates or lending. So I'm glad we're talking about affordability because it is all affordable. Again, I want to be clear. The affordability metric is what caused me to sell my homes in 2006. I sold them all. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm done. But why am I not selling today is kind of the question. And that is because A, I don't see a great opportunity elsewhere for the equity. But B, again, to my earlier point, I think we're going to have a decade of flat prices. This is not going to be a quick return to where we've been. I wish I could tell you different. It's going to suck for a while. But I think there are three metrics that get involved, and wages is the important one. And in fairness, wages we have to talk about in two lenses: nominal and real. Nominal wages in 2020 and 2021 were fun to talk about. But in reality, you were losing. You were going
Mhm.
backwards, right? In
Right.
a real adjusted manner, they were negative. That's not good. What I
Right.
believe has transpired over the last 6 or 8 months is we have finally gotten real wage growth, right? Let's just genericize inflation is 3, wages are 4.2. That is at least the right direction. I believe we will have wage growth on a real basis for the next 5 to 6 years. It'll be 1, 2, maybe 2.2. Nothing. I'm not talking 4. I'm not talking 5, but I am talking 2% compounded for 6 or 7 years. That on top of flat prices and lower rates slowly
What do you think?
grinds the gears to affordability.